What's going on? This is your commissioner message from Fantasy Football Week 1, Victoria's Secret Fantasy Football League. I'm going to try to do one of these messages every week. Hopefully I'll be able to, keep it going weekly. Just depends on the schedule and how busy things get. But definitely was a, fun week in football. I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty stoked to get the season started. I'm in multiple leagues, but definitely this one's my favorite. Gotta say that. So this is my first time actually creating a league of my own here. So bear with me if there's any, glitches, problems, whatever. If you have anything to say, about any other owner out there making questionable moves, talking trash, whatever, just let me know. I'll deal with them. Anyway, so get into some of the matchups first of all. First matchup was I'd Tap That. Took out my team, rated R for Gore, 118 to 110. Definitely a good performance by I'd Tap That. He had Romo give him 25, AP got him 20, Matt Forte 18, Jeremy Maclin with 15, and Megatron with 12. My team consisted, the big players were Julio Jones, 23, Stephen Ridley, 21. Nate Kading, my kicker, with 18. Man, I almost came back because of that kicker, but still fell a little bit short. Stafford got me 13, and Nate Washington with 11. So I tapped that, had the high score of the week, so congrats to him. If he ever gets in a tie, later on, the points should be the tiebreaker there. The second matchup I have here, Multiple Scoregasms. Beat Percy Whipped. And it looks like 98 to 80. Multiple Scoregasms was led by Drew Brees with 22. Brandon Marshall 18. Eagles defense with 14. Bolden with 12. And Aaron Hernandez with 11. And Percy Whipped had the Jets D lead him with 18. DeMarco Murray 14. Phillip Rivers with 13. And Percy Harvin with 10. Definitely the biggest disappointment for Percy Whipped probably was CJY2K with a whopping 4, and Victor Cruz dropped a lot of passes for him as well, as we saw in the Thursday night game. So hopefully he'll get a better performance next week out of them, but Multiple Scoregasm goes to 1-0 so far. The next matchup I have here is Grinding Axes beat out This One Goes to 11, 101 to 87. Grinding Axes was led by Tom Brady with 17, the Patriots defense with 17 as well. Maud Bradshaw with 14, Steve Smith of the Panthers, and Jason Hanson with 11 apiece, and Jamarco Finley and Reggie Bush with 10 apiece for his team. So we got steady production out of a lot of his starters there. For This One Goes to 11, he had Aaron Rodgers with 23, the Ravens defense 17, Tony Gonzalez 11, and Vernon Davis and Steven Gostkowski with 10 apiece. Definitely the biggest disappointments for This One Goes to 11 would be Michael Turner sporting a whopping 3, and then Greg Jennings getting knocked out early in the 49er game there. So definitely a couple disappointments there, but hopefully he'll be able to rebound the next week and get his team going there, since he has Aaron Rodgers, the biggest fantasy points guy last year. So the next matchup, we had Red October Bubblehead. Sorry, I have no idea where that name came from. I don't know. I can't even go any further on that one. Red October Bubblehead beat Team Smith. Very clever name, Gilbert. I just want to add Team Smith. Very original. Red October Bubblehead beat Team Smith 113 to 63. Absolute crushing defeat. It was like Smith wasn't even there. Anyway, Red October Bubblehead was led by Peyton Manning, 22. Kevin Smith, a great week. A couple touchdowns, had 20. Arian Foster, 19. Andre Johnson with 18, and the Bears defense with 13. And Team Smith was led by Frank Gore, 18. Michael Vick, 16. And Darren McFadden with 11. Everybody else in single digits. Definitely his biggest disappointments was the Steelers D with only 3 points, and Wes Welker with just 1. Yeah, it's just sometimes you just never know. I mean, what can you do? Hopefully Team Smith will be able to rebound from that crushing defeat. So Next matchup was Clear Eyes Full Hearts beat fucking KVO 104-73. Clear Eyes was led by Ray Rice with 20, Texans defense with 16, David Akers had 16, Cam Newton 13, the Gronk with 12, and Doug Martin with 11. And let's see, fucking KVO had LaShawn McCoy with 14, Jimmy Graham with 14, Eli Manning with 12, Darren Sproles with 11, everybody else in single digits. And the biggest disappointment for him had to be starting D'Angelo Williams, who got him the goose egg. Could not even get positive yardage there. It was just awful, just terrible. So this week's matchups, it's going to be interesting. Hopefully, people will be able to, that are 0-1 will be able to get back on track. Other teams that are 1-0 are just looking to dominate. We have Grinding Axes 1-0 taking on Percy Whip, 0-1. High Tap That 1-0 taking on Full Hearts 1-0. So that'll be a matchup of two first-place teams. Multiple Scoregasms 1-0 taking on Team Smith 0-1. This one goes to 11, 0-1 taking on fucking KVO, who is 0-1. So battle of the bottom teams there. And then my team, who is 0-1, taking on Red October Bubblehead, who is 1-0. So I'll definitely be looking to rebound for that, and we'll see how it goes from there. So some good waiver acquisitions this week. Looks like the big running back addition, Alfred Morris, with the 2-touchdown game for Washington, was picked up by This One Goes 11. He was at the top of the waiver wire there, so he made that addition. So good addition, definitely. We'll see how that one plays out. Looks like, let's see, Kevin Ogletree was picked up by Multiple Scoregasms. I tapped that, picked up the Cowboys D. Percy Whipped picked up the Bengals defense as well as Jacob Tammy. And then, let's see, also Joe Flacco was picked up by fucking KVO. So, anyway, so some good pickups. Obviously, just 1 week passed, so we won't know how these guys will pan out. Not too many huge injuries other than Fred Jackson out at least a couple weeks. Some other guys who were doubtful. I think Greg Jennings doubtful, but he's dying to play. So we'll see how that goes. Just make sure to get your lineups in before game time. If I see somebody in your starting lineup for that's going to be injured, I'm gonna replace him. I'm not gonna take the time to ask you what's going on. I'm just gonna take him out of the lineup, put the next best guy in there, and if you don't have a guy to replace him, I will make the sub for you. Don't mean to do that, but I want the starting lineups to be even. I don't want somebody to run away with this just because somebody forgot to do something. So it's gonna stay even all year. That's how it's gonna be. In my other league, we do a commission message just like this, where we can also have people come on and be interviewed, and we can basically ask them questions about how the league's going so far, how they feel about their team, what acquisitions they want to make in the future, and basically just BS the rest of the league, or whatever they want to talk about. So I encourage anybody that's in this league to hit me up. I'd love to do the interview, definitely get a segment on with you, and we'll definitely see how it goes from there. So, again, any questions or anything, just hit me up on the email, text message. I'm pretty sure everybody has my contact info, and we will, just continue to do this thing. Be mindful for trade offers. I know I've thrown a couple out. You should be getting an email to confirm any trade offers, so if you get one, just try to respond to it in a couple days, because it's just polite to do that. If text somebody or email them, whatever, if you're thinking about it, just to let them know that you're not just completely dissing this league and doing your own thing. So, anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up for this commish message. And again, good luck to everybody. The Thursday night game is about to start. It looks like in about 25 minutes to a half an hour. So good luck to everybody this week. Anybody that has players playing in the Thursday night game, Green Bay, Chicago, definitely going to be a good game. It should be another good week of football. So good luck to everybody, and we'll see you next week.